Hey everybody, welcome back. We are going to be doing something a little more complex than our normal MRE videos, and that is due to one of the reward tiers once again that you guys unlocked with the charity stream, which would be filming and eating throughout the day a 24-hour ration. In this case, I've got the Ukrainian 24-hour ration. I've opened, just because I was trying to figure out before we started filming the logistics, I did open. So this is the empty bag. Make a lovely hat. Hello. But inside we have one bag, which I believe the smallest, my understanding is the smallest is our breakfast. This is our medium-sized bag. My understanding is that that is the dinner, and that our big bag is the one with the emphasis on lunch. Not sure the unit of measure they're using, but the little bag is $4.92, our medium bag is $7.29, and this is $10.35. It might be grams? Don't quote me on that, because I don't know. And then last, they gave us this seemingly multi-use ration heater, not unlike the US MRE heaters, where you have the single bag, the single element, and you put them in and use it. This comes with 4 different elements, and my understanding is you know, you use one, toss that one, use the second one, toss that one, etc. But reusing this bag. So let's get this. We're gonna start with breakfast. Getting a little later start to the day than I meant to, but that's okay. You know, these things happen. Okay, so now let's get this open. I'm just gonna use a regular kitchen knife because I don't have another knife for this sort of thing. It's a very durable plastic. Alright, we've got our main in this kind of a, feels different than a US retort pouch, but it is sealed. I'll translate that in a second. We've got some of the hardest biscuits you will ever eat in your life. These feel like actually these look slightly less thick than the ones from the Polish ration we did. We'll see. We have, if I remember correctly, this is specifically dark chocolate. The translator listed it as black chocolate. Okay, we do have a spoon. I did grab an old spoon in case we needed it. What in the high holy hell? I think this is supposed to be honey. Emphasis on think, because that is very hard, but it's not like crystallized. I believe this is, yeah, this is a stick of a little chiclet of gum. This appears to be our salt. I'm gonna bet, I don't really hear the movement that I would expect out of sugar, so I'm assuming this is the creamer. And this is probably, based on all the images, I'm gonna assume this is a coffee. Oh, literally in English right here, it says coffee. Hooray. Very helpful. And I assume this is a wet wipe, but I'm gonna get the phone. We're gonna check it out. Let's try and translate this. Canned conservatives and vegetables, beans and, well, it keeps changing. Beans with vegetables and beef, sterilized. Okay, so we got beans and beef. Link Chef will love this, our friend. Is that all it's gonna say? It's a paleo. I wonder if these are like the rusk crackers, the ones made with I forget the ingredient already that we found last time, but made with the same thing you'd find in a rye bread. And yep, this is an antiseptic napkin. I'm gonna assume kava natural soluble powders. But can you translate kava? Does kava translate? Apparently it translated for a second to instead of powdered to powdery mildew, and I was not excited about that. Let's take a look at what is probably honey. Oh, dried apricot. This is fruit. I'm an idiot. Okay, let me see if we can't. Tells us the region, importer. This is dried apricot. Shelf life 24 months. Well, I hope it's still good. And I'm gonna assume this is still dark chocolate. Dominic black chocolate. Yeah, dark chocolate. Okay, well this is gonna be our breakfast. Some fruit, a little chocolate, crackers, and a bean and beef veggie dish. So what we're gonna do is we'll have one of these in here. We'll have this in here, and then that goes for 15 to 20 minutes. And then we'll be back and put all this out on a tray. So we'll see you in just a second. Okay, so we've got everything out. We're just waiting on the main to finish cooking. Figured while we do that, I'll just mix together. So this is definitely our coffee. On closer inspection, although it didn't sound or really feel like it, this is in fact sugar. It is very, very... a very fine sugar. It does good. No, so we're gonna add that in. I need as much sugar as I can get in these things. I'm not a coffee boy. Ironically, drinking it from my wife's Starbucks cup. My wife, however, she loves coffee. She is snobbish enough with coffee that all of this instant coffees that you get in your MREs, she thinks they're disgusting too, but we just think it for different reasons. And then yeah, the little one is salt. I might have spilled just a teeny bit, but we do have our dark chocolate. Not really. I'm not sure if this is maybe just the very smallest bloom. Maybe not. It might just be a packaging thing. It's in pretty good condition. Good snap. Solid piece. For saying this is a dark chocolate, it's not really bitter or anything. This is good. This is good. This is based on the taste of it, Courtney would probably would qualify this as like a dollar store chocolate, but I think it's good. If you ever get like a Easter chocolate, not the worst of the Easter chocolate, but you know, while I think about it, I'm gonna take a sip of the coffee. It's probably too hot. Ooh, that's very bitter. That's very bitter in coffee. But let's take this brick of dark chocolate and we'll drop one of them in there and let that melt a little bit to become something greater than the whole of itself. We do have the four. These are different than these are at least shaped different, different patterning than the crackers we had with the Polish. Let's see if we can. Oh my god! Mini layer. Can you focus? Can you focus on the crackers? Focus. I got chocolate on my fingers. It's not anything else, I promise. That's what they look like inside. I'm not seeing... The Polish had like hints of seed. There might be seeds here in the holes. Not sure. There we go. Okay. Off the bat, way easier to chew than the Polish ones we had that I think were the same as the Russian. I'm surprised that the Ukrainian has a slightly different. Actually, no. I think the Polish might be the standout. There's a mild flavor. But overall, I would say that's benign or bland, which is fine if you want it to be a vehicle for carrying another flavor. Like, let's say, for instance, let's do a little chocolate and a little bit of cracker. Not bad. Okay, so this is going to be another first besides trying the MRE. I don't think I've ever had an apricot. That wasn't one of the fruits we did in the charity stream. I'm going to go with this very, very small piece. Come on, focus up. Can you focus for me? All that chocolate on my fingers looks wrong on camera. Okay. Alexa, stop. Okay, so the timer just went off. Ooh, it's nice and expanded too. The timer just went off on our main, so I'm going to try this and then we'll go get the main. I'm trying to find the flavor in here. Right now, oh, it's very, okay, it's coming in. It's very faint compared to the rest of it. It's not bad, but I wouldn't say it's great. Although I was told previously that this one might be a little gone. I don't know. I don't know the normal color of these fruits. The texture is not too bad. It's chewier than I thought it would be. I know they're dried, but I do know that the fresh ones would taste a little different. So actually, let's dump a little bit of this biscuit into our coffee and see how that tastes. Somehow worse. That is somehow worse than the sum of its parts. What little enjoyment I got out of the cracker, gone, and nothing good from the coffee coming from that. So let's go get the main and get it out on the tray. Okay, so we are back with our cooked beans, vegetables, and beef dish. I'm gonna crack this seal open. Let me get it just trying to do it on camera, but can't really reach underneath for that small one. Let me take a look. Okay. All right, look at that. Let's get that out on the tray. That's a lot more of it than I thought there was going to be, honestly. A little bit that's left. That is a big amount. Let's see. I can see, like, immediately I have to bet a big chunk of beef right here. Try and get it to the camera. Use my hand to draw focus. A big chunk of beef. Not sure how tender it is. I mean, it cuts with a spoon. So we got, you can see we got beans, We got carrot. Well, little bits of carrot here. Very, very tiny. I'm betting that's an onion. This seems to be onion, maybe a little potato. Kind of hard to say otherwise. All right, so let's go ahead and give this a taste. That's honestly pretty good. It's not the flavor I was expecting, but it is. Take another look. Oops. Oh no, it just fell off. I don't have the best camera, apologize. Oh, there we go. There's definitely an oil content to this. But I wouldn't call this greasy or anything. You can just see it floating at the top, but it is very flavorful. It is rich. Honestly, it's hearty too. I know these are very cliche terms to be using, but I do like it. Let's get some of the cracker in there. I'm a fan of most MRE crackers. I've had the regular US. I've had the vegetable US. We've had even the Panzer ones, the tank treads in the Polish. And by itself, this is good. It's not bad. But as soon as I mix it in with something else, I'm realizing it loses that crispness. It's immediately gone. If I'm adding this to here for texture, if I'm wanting to get texture, I can't add it in, or it becomes basically the same kind of mush when you're almost done chewing it. And that's what you're starting with, and that's not as pleasant. Let me get some water. But, I added more of the chocolate. You might see I added another brick of the chocolate into the coffee, so I'm going to give the coffee a try after this bite. But honestly, this is a good breakfast. This is not... American breakfasts aren't traditionally... I don't know the right way to say it. Definitely savory isn't one of the prime choices. I know you do get, we do like breakfast meats. But something like this, like a stew, is not something you traditionally see. But honestly, I got a little slick of fat on my lips. I've got some warmth. It's not a cold winter's day. It's a Florida winter's day here. But it's still, I feel good. The chocolate, like I said, was pretty good. Not that I'm not mixing those two. I'm gonna give the waffle a benefit of the doubt. Okay, it's slightly better if you do that separate bite. As soon as it starts breaking down almost immediately. But let me stir up the chocolate in this coffee. Let's see, did it mix well? Okay, it did not mix super well. It looks a little like poop. Not gonna lie, looks a little like poop. But let's give it a try. See if this improves the experience for me, at least. It becomes a tolerable drink, I'm not gonna lie. It's not great. Because I don't like coffee. But it becomes... I'm not offended to drink it. I'm not gonna... and that's probably more than I'm gonna get out of that. Let's get some more meat. just by itself, I guess. Probably should have tried it on its own first, but still a little pink on the inside in a good way. I mean, it's a sturdy texture. There's still a little bit of a chew, but not in a chewy way. I know that might sound counterproductive. It's not, you kind of expect pre-packaged foods to basically be a pulverized mush, and the meat stands out. The meat stands out as not being just pure mush. The beans and let's try, oh, this is a big piece of carrot. We had baby carrots before. This is a little daddy carrot. Look at that guy. Only a very mild resistance there in the carrot. Everything else is kind of a mush, not gonna lie. But it's not bad. It's not a bad mush. This is really good. I like it. I hadn't even added any salt. Normally it's one of the first things I do. I'm gonna add just add a little bit to this spoon right here. Let's see if that kicks it up a notch or if it's unnecessary. I think as long as you're not adding too much salt, it helps bring those flavors together. You know, salt being a flavor enhancer and everything. I'm just gonna add not the whole, maybe less than, we've used less than half, and that's including what I spilled, because I'm clumsy. Let's get another good bite with that salt. Let's see, we still got plenty of beef. It's not, they didn't skimp. It's definitely there. Honestly, if this was my dinner, I wouldn't mind. This is the smallest of the 3 meals, so I can't imagine how much more I'm going to be eating later. God save me. I don't know if maybe these crackers are just slightly too old, but I wish they had more substance to them. Like a little bit extra flavor, maybe a little. The exterior crunch is fine. It's a good crunch. But inside, those layers just kind of break down instantly, and the more I eat of them, the more I'm enjoying them less. Hopefully we either have different biscuits later on, or they pair better with the dishes. I guess I'll give this another try. Taking a bite too. It went from, there's a tartness, there's a sourness there. I know the other dried fruits we tasted before had additional sweetener. This does not. And there is a tartness there that I'm not enjoying. So it went from, I was like, it's not good, it's not bad, it's in the middle too. Kind of not my thing. But at least I know that now. For something, I'm still surprised that this is advertised as dark chocolate. It's fairly sweet in my opinion. Like, it's good. But this has been our breakfast. I'm gonna just finish this off screen, and we'll be back later for lunch. Bye.